I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Roll call.
Trustee Tuffarelli. Trustee Thomas, we're waiting on. Trustee Wazak.
Here.
Trustee Daly.
Here.
Mayor Fier.
Here.
Okay. Right now, what we're gonna do is.
Go to the last page.
We're gonna jump up council for Maverick Development LLC. We'll discuss, here to discuss a application for a change of zone at 41-50 Rockaway Avenue and 20 West Washington.
So two things, ladies and gentlemen, Sharon, Kevin, if you saw your front end packet, you had the whole manila. You obviously don't have a copy yet. I brought it with me today in case anybody needed it. I had a feeling that you guys would leave it home and not bring it, but hopefully you reviewed it. Council, you want to do Rizzo first or Maverick first?
Madam Boss.
I was talking to this council, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I believe I'm staying for Rizzo.
You're not council for Rizzo?
I am.
Oh.
If you need me on that?
Yeah, why don't we knock them both out, whichever order you want, Dominic?
Sure. Well, let's do Maverick first. If
Okay,
that's acceptable to you, Mayor.
yes.
Okay. Okay, so, on behalf of Maverick Development LLC and, its principal Alex Rivero, I filed a petition for a change of zone. Seeking to change the zone of the property at 42 through 50 Rockaway Avenue and 12 West Lincoln Avenue from C1 to the CA zones. Properties located on the southwest corner of Rockaway Avenue and Lincoln Avenue. What we're proposing is a mixed-use development with 2 retail stores fronted on Rockaway Avenue on grade levels and parking, 30 residential units, 6 one-bedrooms, 24 two-bedrooms, with 22 parking spaces. Building's proposed at 4 stories with a partial 5th story for a residence lounge. The height of the building is proposed at 46 feet tall with a 4th story parapet wall. The part of the 5th story is 57 feet. Parcel is 12,000 square feet. In keeping with the density that was approved on West Jamaica Avenue, that parcel is just about double the size of this parcel, and that was 53 units, so we're proposing that size parcel, half the units, 30 units. I think a lot of you are familiar with my client. He's done several other projects in the village. He built a 6-unit building on North Central Avenue, a 12-unit building, which was townhome style on Wallace Court. And he's currently building a 63-unit building on West Jamaica, in addition to building 40 houses in the village over the years. That's a brief overview of what we're proposing. We're going to go through the process. We filed a petition. My understanding it's going to be reviewed by your other boards. We'll receive comments. We'll address those comments, and then ultimately we'll have a hearing formally before you notice to the public. But we want to get this brief overview and see if you had any initial questions or comments as we go through the process.
John, Dominic, you said southeast corner,
Yes, it's where the fire was.
This is where the, no,
The fire, it's the fire.
southwest.
West corner.
Yeah, you said southeast. I was gonna say,
But it's where the
where
fire,
the fire was, southwest.
Kevin, and that's where the fire furnace, yeah,
Well, southeast would be, great, that's great.
Yes, it's right across from them.
right across the street. I was just talking to trustee Tuffarelli, just an interesting point. You know, when people talk about height, I think David and I have had this conversation once before. Pitcher's Mound home plate is 66 feet,
60, I think 60 feet, 6 inches.
60 feet, 6 inches. This is 44 feet now.
It's 46 to the top of the 4th floor parapet. wall.
Yes, and then I see
We're getting 50.
the little bump out of it, so it's less than the Pitcher's Mound home.
There you go.
I know, David, have we used that analogy before?
It's in keeping with all of the other multifamily CA projects. I think most of them have been 4 or 5 stories. Maybe one has been 6. So
Right.
it's
Speaking for myself, you know, Dominic said, obviously, they're going through the process, Alex going through the process, architects, engineers, BCA, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We've been looking for a long time to have development on Rockaway Avenue, right on Rockaway Avenue. Obviously, that's a blighted piece of property, where the fire is, that's immediately on Rockaway. Is it that same block that that building is, the medical building?
Yes,
It's
20 West
Lincoln,
Lincoln.
20 West Lincoln, it's right there,
Yes.
right, that
I
same,
don't know the exact height, but that is significantly high building.
my,
Probably will be someone in keeping.
correct,
And it butts right up to that.
correct. There's not a house or a piece of property in between anymore, right, that's
But
down.
the house, there is a house, but that is part of the subject property, so we're proposing to develop
Got
a
it.
Firebird building, one-story commercial Firebird building, and the house behind it all is one development.
And how much of that property do you go to, what, PJ Office?
Yes,
Yeah, exactly right.
that's the next property to the south, PJ office.
And I believe your client spoke to the owner of PJ office, to see if he wanted to give that property up.
Him answer that, I'm not sure.
We haven't had formal discussions, but the official. Actually, that they're not interested.
Yeah, okay. Jamon, we just said quickly, you obviously have the packet on Friday. Dominic and Alex, from Maverick Development is showing us where the burned out, property is on Rockaway. And the comment that I just made as you were walking in is two or three things. Number one, we've been trying to get development on Rockaway for a long time. That's on Rockaway. Right next to it is the medical building, which is already 3-4 stories tall right away.
Well, yeah, but.
And what, David?
Trustee Daly was asking where the parking is gonna be located.
Only.
The access
And,
is on Lincoln.
On Rockaway, blighted property, front blighted property. So are there other questions, Sharon? Let's go, Sharon.
No, I just want to know if it was on Lincoln that's walking.
Yeah, you're going in off Lincoln, right?
Yeah, that's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Parking going in and out, Oakland.
Dominic, what's the frontage, Glenn, on Rockwell?
60 feet.
Kevin?
Rockaway, and I believe it's 161.5.
How you get in that house?
How many stores at the bottom did you say?
Retail stores running around on Rockaway Avenue.
Damon, I know you came in a little late, but any questions for Dominic or Alex or comments, opinions? I like it.
It'll be, like you said, it'll be the first of this type of development right fronting on the avenue. So, it's a project we're excited about. And,
We're very excited.
hopefully, the village is as well.
And the economic development team has met with Alex a number of times and will continue to meet with him throughout the process. And before the next public, or the public.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jump into Rizzo.
Yes, you want to jump right into Rizzo?
Yes, that'll be
Thank you, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you, Alex. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this is just a problem that's both sides.
Yeah, one of the things we do, that Sharon obviously knew, if he came in and we said, oh my God, I hate this thing. He's not gonna bother going forward to the BZA and getting the permits and get, you know, if we say we like it, he's gonna start investing money and starting to go through the process.
So from what point did he goes from here to there?
Council?
Okay, so the process is, we filed changes on petition, now it'll be circulated to your economic development department, your planning board, and your zoning board, and the county. We'll get comments back, and then we'll have to address all those comments, maybe make some tweaks, make a resubmission. Once we've satisfied those comments, then it'll be scheduled for a public hearing before your board, on notice to the public, there'll be a legal notice, there'll be a mailing to the residents in the area. We'll go to public hearing and I'll formally present the final plan to the board and the public. See any questions you have, and probably we'll have a parking demand study to present to the board as well. You'll
Traffic
also do
study.
an environmental review.
Environmental, yeah.
And then, if assuming a favorable decision, after that, we would go file a second application with the Board of Zoning Appeals for formal site plan development approval. We'd have another hearing there, and similarly go through public
So what
notice.
exactly is the timeline on a project such as
A
this?
year,
1 year.
Yeah. yeah.
By the time they put a shovel in the ground.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, a year for the approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a year to get approved.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's my
By
answer.
the time they
Not to
the
get
shovel in the
built,
ground.
a year to get approved.
Yeah,
Right. And then.
Several years.
Yeah, it's gonna be 5 years away.
I
think the year might even be conservative.
I think
Yeah,
so
this-
too.
This is an investment time of money.
And there's only one public hearing, or you keep going?
Two.
back?
Well, two.
Two.
There's one before you, and there's one before the Board of Appeals.
Correct.
And the letters go out to
Trustees and
everybody,
one for the
and
BZA.
the whole,
And a lot of the time, Sharon, trustee Daly, is we go through the entire project with the developer and his attorney, like, where's the dumpster going? What color is the
All the
building?
questions are to be answered, yeah.
So the public is really,
I'm
all
assuming
the
the public
answers should be
hearing is
there.
pretty intense though.
could be,
Yeah.
can be.
Thank you, just.
Rizzo, Counselor.
Okay. I don't know if you have questions for me, you know, we went back and forth with the village attorney and Tom,
Michael?
for a while.
We're good with that thing finally?
Yeah, it's all ready to
You
go.
should've got, you got it on, and.
That's
uh,
it.
Yeah, I see you, I see
Hold
you.
on, I have finance
Yeah.
on, the community garden, all that's all Rizzo, that's all.
I don't want to discuss that.
It is literally all squared away, everything's been done that has.
We need a resolution.
You need to, well, that's the next step.
Okay.
Right.
Steps three.
Yes.
Right.
Whatever, good,
As long as Michael gets them to Jay and the board understands, we're good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, any more
All right.
questions for me on
That's
this?
it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic.
Thank council.
Good night, John.
Okay, due to time constraints, the following resolutions are discussed and then will be voted upon. First one is resolution 076-25. This is to amend the resolution numbers on the April 7th reorganization meeting. So during the reorganization meeting, the very first resolution, resolution 60-25. The second one was 51-25. It should have been 61-25, and it went so full and all the way through. So what we need to do is we have to change those numbers from 51-25 to 61-25 to 74-25. We also, the following week at the budget hearing, we also continued with those bad numbers. And the budget was adopted with 65-25 instead of 75-25. So resolution 76-25 is going to correct all of that.
Need a motion.
Look, we haven't got to, I'm just explaining it, and then I'll go down there. and
Okay.
So I just wanted to explain that. Next is resolution 077-25. It's, you'll see the bid table in your packet. This is for the low bidder, for the supplies for the pool complex, which we need to get that going so they can order the supplies to open the pool. That is the, what is that called? What is the,
Sodium hypochlorite.
there you go. That's what that's for. So we have the bid opening and we're ready to go with that.
Now, that's, we're talking about 77-25.
77-25.
Yes.
After that, we'll have 78-25, which is a proposal, which will be for the concession stand. And you'll see that in there. It's gonna be the same price that he will be paying us as he did last year, which will be $6,500. That is also impacted. Drop down to 79-25. So the New York State local retirement system is requiring an updated resolution. This pertains to the days worked by elected and appointed officials. We need to have a resolution, and it has to be posted for 30 days and filed in Albany within 15 days. Next is resolution 80-25. Okay, we're going to accept Lucchese Engineering professional service fees. And you'll see a memo attached in there, and this is for engineering department and proposal, which has to do with the road improvement program. After that is resolution 081-25. And this, and look at your bid table, this again, engineering department, there's a letter there for Lucchese Engineering, and the lowest bidder for the road improvement program, which I believe is United Paving. The resolution 082-25 required flood insurance for the community center. So in our quest to get money back through FEMA, they made some changes. And now they're requiring us to have flood insurance for us to get back the money that we were looking for. Do you remember how much money that was, Michael?
For the community center?
For the community center.
You already got that money back.
Yeah, but they're requiring us to have
Moving
flood
forward.
insurance, yes.
Moving forward.
So if we don't,
I don't know the exact number we got, but he
Okay.
said there were several projects included in that.
but that was, so if we ever have any other problems, if we don't have flood insurance, we can't go.
$4,400.
That is yes.
Yes.
I wanna just go back, I'm sorry, I have a question, I don't think it pertains to me anymore. But it might pertain to some people. So the village, the elected official thing of the 6-hour workdays. When I first got on the board and I didn't have a job and I was working separately, I had to do it, like a lawyer,
Yeah,
a
that's
advisor.
different.
Yeah, what is that?
No, this, you gotta do calendars.
Yes,
I actually checked with them, they want you guys, you three had done them in the past.
yeah,
You three will have to do them again also, they want revised.
so look,
calendars.
that's my question. So if I'm getting pension credits elsewhere, full pension credit.
Right.
Do I still have to do this?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yes,
asking.
yes.
So that's me, I got pension credits with the teachers, I had to do pension credits here.
You don't get double credit.
I know that, but they still want you to do this, that you're working.
Yes. Yeah.
And that
Because
6-hour
your
workday
your
per
earnings
house.
still get reported, and they, so when you did your
No, they
calendars
do,
last
they
time.
do.
It was based on a 6-hour day, they totaled up all the hours you put in, they divided it by the 6-hour day, and they came up with what I report you as is 4.39. So you get 4.39 days reported per month. If you're already getting your 20 full days from your other job, it doesn't increase it to the 24.
No, I know that,
Still
so
get
what do
20,
you
but
need
your
from
earnings-
us? You need 6.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. I started in June, you guys will do calendars. You have a 3-month calendar. Whenever you're at a village event, you put it on the calendar. I submit those calendars to retirement, and they're gonna give me a new number to report for you.
Okay.
Because if you retire from there well, if you retire, it'll be irrelevant because then you'll stop reporting. But yes, they still want you to do the calendar even though you. Yes, yes, you two will have to do it for the first time.
So.
But she's already retired.
Retired.
Doesn't matter, so am I. It has to do with
Well,
being.
I have to check on you because you're retired from the same system that this is.
Yeah.
You didn't sign up or join because you're
No.
ineligible, right?
Exactly.
So I will check, you probably won't be required to do
I
it.
do know.
And I'll ask you about you too, but I think they're gonna want you to do it.
Yeah, I'm getting,
Correct.
as I'm getting a full pension credit.
I think
Yeah,
you also know.
At which
I
point,
got the house endorsed.
if you retired in 2 years and you're still here as a trustee, then it'll be irrelevant because.
That-
once
that I
you
would
pension,
imagine,
you'll only
yes.
report your earnings.
Okay,
For you, trustee Daly, you don't have to keep it because you are already retired from the system, so as you know, you couldn't join when you joined the board here. So you do not, because I had asked them that when you first came on board.
Thank you.
Also, it's gonna affect me because remember, when I retired, I'm no longer allowed to accrue here,
Right.
so I'm not gonna have to do it either.
I didn't at the time.
But you know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna have to do it either, no, because I'm already retired.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John, you definitely do have
Okay,
to do it,
yeah,
yes.
Oh, that way my salary.
you're
will
both
count
in the retirement.
for my course. That's what I feel, all right.
You guys have nice problems to have.
So it's 6, just at find out 6 hours a month.
All right, can we go through the
24
resolution?
hours a month, whatever my cat found.
Yes. It's
Yes.
divided
Case
by
by
the
case.
cell workday.
Resolution 076-25, amend resolution numbers reorganization meeting and budget public hearing.
Move to resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 077-25, award bid.
Move the resolution. Second. Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 078-25, D&J refreshments proposal.
Move the resolution. Second. Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 078-25 is establish New York State and local retirement system standard workday reporting for elected and appointed officials.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 080-25, accept professional service fees for bid, award, and construction phase 2025 road improvement program.
Move to resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 081-25, award bid.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Resolution 082-25, approve the contract agreement.
Move the resolution. Second. Roll call.
Trustee Tuckerelli.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazak.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Okay, That's it for those resolutions. Now to up for discussion. The first item is resolution to accept the amended minutes of the following meeting, reorganization meeting.
Addition or subtractions to the minutes as submitted, folks? Okay, put it on.
Two, resolution for assessors petitions, village treasurer to discuss.
I do not have any at this time, but tax bills just went out the last week of April, and people are just starting to read them and pay them. This is for when a lot of times senior renewals, people will either not receive or forget to file their senior renewal, and then they come in and say, oh, my senior exemption was dropped, so then we require them to file their financials again, we accept them late, and we do an excessive petition to reinstate their seniors. There's also sometimes when a veteran puts the house into a trust and we get a new deed, it gets automatically removed, and the person has to come back and, basically say, oh, we dropped this veteran's removal, it shouldn't be dropped, this person's still alive, or this person's spouse is still in the home. If we have any before the next meeting, I will let you know, but as of now, we have nothing.
That's it.
Any questions for Michael? Okay, put it on.
All right, number three, resolution for tax cert settlements, village treasurer.
That's the analysis of the handout I just gave you. We've got three rather large ones, but the biggest one being the Toys R Us building. These are all Sunrise Highway properties. Three of the largest retail and office buildings we have in the village. Obviously, the fact that the Toys R Us is vacant except for October when Spirit Halloween goes in allows them to present their financials and show that they're taking a loss on the property, which forced us to reduce it quite.
There's construction going on over there now. What's going on over there?
Chase Bank.
There's a bank going in, but it's not in the Toys R Us. It's out in the parking lot. Yes.
But it's on, that's our property. I mean, that's in the village. That's in the incorporated village.
Yes, it's still part of, yes.
Yeah, it's increasing the tax rolls
Yes,
when the
no,
village.
yep, it'll go up.
Sharing that with the board.
Indeed.
Okay.
Number four, resolution to approve one of the quotes for carpenter shop roof, village treasurer again.
All right, we received three proposals. The first one, they have job one and job two. The job two, we're not going forward with, so it's just the 30,000 for job one. They're still way higher than the other two. The other two were within $500 of each other. Couple differences, the lower price Cushes and Sons is putting in larger gutters, which makes them more beneficial. Super Pro, which was the higher quote, is providing with 64 square feet of rotted wood included in the original cost, and the additional is at $350. Cushes is not supplying the 64 square feet, but their square foot is $3 1/4 a piece, which is only a $250 difference, so it still puts Cushes as the lower bidder. After meeting with the department, they're comfortable with going forward with Cushes and Sons contract.
We'll put Cushus on. Any questions from the board? Okay, put Cushus on. Number five.
Number five, resolution renewing the special use permit for the American Legion at 51 Roosevelt Avenue, permission to park 3 commercial vehicles.
Yes,
Turn that damn thing off. Go in the office, Sharon. No problem. We have a quorum.
Special use permit.
No changes from last year?
No.
Put it on. Number six.
Number six, resolution to approve Department of Recreation programs. Okay, this is done annually. You'll see A, B, and C. First one is, A is registered nurse to be on duty during the Barrett Park Recreation Program, a 7-day week program at our hourly rate of $28 per hour.
Okay.
All right, next is the dance band, so the scheduled adult dances to be held at the Valley Stream Pool, for a total cost of $11,400. And our last one is entertainment for the scheduled summer concerts to be held on the village green at the community band. And that is $46,500.
Any questions on the rec programs? Put them on.
Okay, number seven is resolution for use of village facilities. We have the following. Over at Henderson Park, the K Park at the K Everton Playground, it's the Valley Stream Christian Academy. K through 5 picnic on Friday, June 20th from 10:30 to 2. No scheduled rain date. Then we have over at the pool parking lot, Forest Road, Lutheran School, 6th grade car wash, 2026 car wash fundraiser, which is on October 12th, 9 a.m. And that was it as far as the resolution for use of facilities.
Put them on.
And the last thing we have, there will be a public hearing at 7 p.m. on May 19th for the annual renewal of the Valentin Fire Department contract. 135.
What was it last year, Michael?
Yeah.
All right, so no change, anybody wants to know that? No change, that was in our Friday packet.
We just.
Put it on.
That's it.
Motion to adjourn. Executive session, personnel litigation. Second, roll call.
Trustee Pepperell.
Yes.
Trustee Thomas.
Yes.
Trustee Wazor.
Yes.
Trustee Daly.
Yes.
Mayor Fair.
Yes. This,